We're gonna get started here, just 4-point kneeling on our mat. You can have the weights and magic circle nearby. Good. We'll start with the cat-cow. So when you're ready, just with your breathing, inhale, press your low back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, create the arch, just moving between flexion and extension, warming up the spine here, and finding your breath. Good. As you press that low back up, really think belly button to spine. As you arch, gaze up towards the ceiling, have the shoulders drop back. Good. A few more breaths here, just warming up the spine, moving through that flexion and extension. Perfect. We're going to pause neutral spine. When you're ready, we're going to press out to a plank position, wrists under shoulders. You can always go forearms or to the knees if you need to. Just holding one plank here to start. Make sure your low back is pressing up towards the ceiling, heels behind. Find that little tuck to engage the core. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees down, child's pose. Find a nice stretch. Perfect. Back to 4-point kneeling. We're going to get a little stretch of the shoulders. So right arm up towards the ceiling. Find that nice stretch. Thread the needle underneath the left armpit. Just flowing here. Gaze goes with the hand. Feel like someone's pulling your fingertips each direction to get deeper into your stretch. Good. On this next one, if it feels okay, you can hold your shoulder down to the mat. Get a nice stretch. Breathing in, breathing out. And then back to 4-point kneeling. We'll get the other side, left arm up towards the ceiling, thread the needle underneath. Just finding that rotation here and that nice stretch in the shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling as you go. Keep the shoulder blades drawing down nice and strong with that wrist. And if it feels okay on this next one, you can hold that left shoulder down to the mat. Find that nice stretch here. Inhaling and exhaling. Good. All right, back to 4-point kneeling. We're going to come all the way down onto our backs now. So seated position, legs out in front. Arms come out in front. Draw the shoulder blades down. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow, making sure you have room to roll back behind. I'm going to roll all the way down to our backs, nice and slow. Perfect. All right, let's start with our bridging. So we're going to grab our magic circle. We're going to put it on like a dress. So it's going to go on the outside of the thighs, right above the knees. Your knees are bent, feet flat, palms pressing down into the mat. Find a neutral spine, a little pocket of air underneath the low back. We're going to start with just a little curl here without lifting the hips. Inhale, exhale, press the low back down, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, back to neutral. So tiny movement here before we go into our bridging. We're just finding that imprinted spine, starting to engage the core and the glutes. Inhaling back to that neutral position where there's like a little marble underneath your back. Good. If you have anything going on in your low back today, as we go into our bridging, you can just hinge the hips up and down instead of rolling through the spine. Perfect. On this next one, we inhale, exhale, imprint the spine, press the low back down, then slowly lift your hips one bone at a time all the way up. Hips lift, squeeze the glutes. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow, rolling all the way back down. Good. Continue with your breath here. As you go, try to press out a little bit on that circle, engaging the outer thighs, pressing your kneecaps away. And as you go, press into the big and second toe, not letting the foot roll out to the pinky side part of the foot. The goal here is to warm up those glutes, the back body. If you're feeling too much in those hamstrings, just scooch the feet in a little closer to the body. If you want more of a challenge, you can take your arms to robot arms or all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. On this next one, we're going to hold up in that bridge. Hips are lifted, glutes are active. You're going to press out on the circle and release. Out on the circle and release. Finding those outer thighs. Good. Keep the hips nice and lifted. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll all the way down. Good. We'll take the circle on the arches of the feet. Legs will go up towards the ceiling. Just grab a little stretch here. Perfect. We're going to do one more round of bridging, but now the circle is going to go in between the inner thighs. I'm going to have an external rotation, so heels in, toes out in second position. You can go parallel if that doesn't feel right for you. Before we start, little squeeze on the circle. Make that circle an oval. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll all the way up, lifting your hips. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Rolling all the way down. As you go, try to keep the same shape in that circle. Feeling it a little bit more on the outer thighs, outer glutes. We've got that circle in between the inner thighs. You'll feel those as well. If you want that intermediate option, robot arms, 90-degree bend, or up towards the ceiling as you flow through your bridging. Good. Continuing here just with your breath, warming up the back body. And on this next one, we'll hold up in that bridge, little squeezes on that circle, squeeze and release. Good. Breathing in, breathing out, keep the hips lifted. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, nice and slow. Roll all the way down. Perfect. One more time, take those legs up towards the ceiling. Find that nice hamstring stretch. Maybe point and flex the toes if that feels good. Perfect. We're going to take magic circle in between the ankles. So right above the ankles, option 1, feet can stay on the ground. Option 2, you can take the legs to tabletop, 90, or a challenge position like 45. As long as the low back is staying on the mat. We're going to go into 100 prep. Arms come up to 90, palms face away. Inhale, exhale, hands come down to the hips. Inhale, back up to 90. Again, if you want to add on, you can take those legs to tabletop, 90 or 45. If you want a more intermediate option, you add a chest lift as the hands come to the hips. Head comes down as the arms come to 90. As we go into our hundreds, we're going to be pumping our arms 5 or 6 inches. Deliberate pumps narrow towards the hips. Fingertips spread, breathing in for 5 counts and out for 5 counts for 100 counts. Perfect. We've got 2 more preps like this. On this next one, we start pumping for our hundreds, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. Good job, halfway there. If you need to, you could always take a hand behind the head if you're feeling it too heavy in the neck, or set the head down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 70, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 80, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 90. Last set, breathe in. You guys got it. Last set, breathe out. And set it on down. Take the circle, set it to the side. Catch your breath. Maybe you let the knees open and close. Or let the knees sway side to side. Just find a nice stretch here. Let your heart rate come down. Good. We're going to grab the set of weights. We'll do one little arm set, and then we'll go back into some core work. Find a comfortable spot. So knees bent, feet flat. You can always just do the arm movements without the weights if the weights get too heavy. We're going to start arms up towards the ceiling, palms face each other. Let's start with the chest fly. You're going to open those arms out wide, little gentle bend in the elbow, bring it back up to 90. Try to find the chest here. So those weights are going to go directly above the chest. Nice and slow and controlled. Same pace down as you come up. Just a little arm strengthening series here. We're here for 4, 3, 2, last one. We're gonna hold it halfway. Find a challenge spot, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way back up to 90. Good. Elbows are gonna stay directly over shoulders as we go into our tricep skull crusher. So bending the elbows, weights come down either side of the head and back up. Good. The goal here to really find those triceps is to keep the elbows over the shoulders. If you need to, you can always take the weights together if that helps. Tricep is one of the more weaker spots of the body. Perfect. Same pace up and down. We're here for 4, 3, 2, last one. Find a challenge spot, little pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back up to 90. Good. We got one more set here. We're gonna go goal post arms. So palms face away like goal post. Gonna bench press. So exhale, press those weights up like you're holding a bar. Inhale, elbows back down. Good. Again, little chest work here in this bench press. Goal post arms, nice and controlled, both directions, finding those nice strong arms here. We're here for 4, 3, 2, last one. Find that challenge spot, little pulses up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, all the way up. Bring it all the way down. Good. You could tuck those weights off to the side. Get a little roll to the wrists if that feels good. We're going to go into our core series next. So when you're ready, we're going to start with single leg stretch. Right knee to the chest, hands are staggered on the shin, left leg 45, chest lift optional, and we switch. Switch. Elbows are wide, pulling that knee in as you press the leg away. Keep the low back pressing down. Find that push and pull. You're pulling the knee in as you press the leg away, engaging the core here. If that back is arching, you're taking the work away from the core. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. We go scissors next. Right leg up at 90, left leg 45. Both legs straight. It's a pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Good. Pulling that leg in towards you as you press the leg away, pointing the toes. Again, try not to rock side to side or forward and backward. The legs are straight now. Perfect. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Go double leg stretch. You're either going to keep your head down the whole time or stay up in that chest lift the whole time. Knees are going to tuck in towards the chest, hands on the shins. Like a little ball, press the arms and legs away, reaching, scooping back up into that little ball. Good. If the back is arching, the legs can go a little higher here. Pulling those knees in. Good. Low transverse abdominals here. Perfect. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. One more here in our core series. To finish it up, we go crisscross. Hands behind the head, elbows wide. Legs come to tabletop. Knees are directly over hips. Shins are parallel to the ground. When you're ready, it's a right shoulder to left knee. Right leg shoots out to 45, and then you crisscross to switch. Switch. Keep the elbows wide. And think shoulder to knee, not elbow to knee. Finding that rib to hip oblique work. Perfect. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set it down. Take an inhale and an exhale. Open the arms out wide to a T, palms facing up. Let the knees sway one direction as your gaze goes the opposite direction. Inhale back to center. exhale to switch. Continuing here, just going side to side with your breath. Good. Pausing back at center when you're ready. Legs go straight down to the mat. Arms come up to 90, palms face each other. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. We're gonna C curve, roll, scoop